both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he...
And the defense got him at the 27.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Inside the 50, headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Making side adjustments here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Rush is on him. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Makes a grab for a big play. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll try the run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Turning on the Jets. He's at the touchdown Buckeyes. Once he got a step, it was all right to the house.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
Oh, he missed it. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ohio State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for Cole.
Makes the grab right down the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to
and he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Wants to go up top. He uncorks one deep. He's got another 25. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants,
and it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Takes it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle.
34, LSU, 7.
First play of the period, first down here. He wants to change this route. Just keeps slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lindsey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
from the gun. Looking to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Under fire. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
If you go for two right here, you better get it, or else you're going to be chasing points the rest of the day. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the score. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Wants to go up top on first down. Floating away. He'll take another shot here. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fakes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just
turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. give to the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Clark. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man quickly. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Hauls it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quickly complete.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Powers through. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The offense changing the play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
LSU 15.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Power football with the run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got enough for the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
It'll be 3rd and long. Give to the back. Plows through the defense. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on first down. Soft spot in the middle. right down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Running behind that left side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to it. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
69, LSU, 22.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Makes the catch. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Makes the catch in the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, so I guess at least they've got that going for them. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive.
Set to advance on the football.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown there.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're going to run it to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes.
Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.